Here are 10 of the easiest things that you can start doing right now to increase your dopamine and to become a happier person. No long introduction, let's just get right into the list. Oh, my face hasn't woken up. Number 1 is you can give yourself high fives in the mirror. Right now I can see myself in the camera, so it's kind of like a mirror. So you just go up and you just... and that's it. But yeah, that's literally all you do. But I can tell you the science behind why it works. One is that high fives increase dopamine. Why? I don't really know. Maybe it's because like physical contact with another person, y'all both like reaching for the same thing, y'all both connecting in a way, literally, physically, and mentally. I don't really know. Either way, it increases dopamine. And so when you high five yourself in the mirror, your brain starts to associate that dopamine with yourself because it sees you at the same time, which leads to more self-love, more self-confidence, and just overall being happier. And every time you see yourself, loving, being just loving yourself more and being a happier person. That's literally all the science behind it. But it makes such a big difference, and I have implemented it into my morning routine now. I just like go up to the mirror after I, take a shit in the morning, and I just bam! But yeah, you can do that and it will literally make you so much more happier. So try that literally whenever you want. Real quickly, if you don't know who I am, my name is Matthew, and I help men become the biggest version of themselves through self-improvement. And I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you could like and subscribe and do all that shit, that'd really help. I'd really appreciate it. Back to the video. All right, number 2 is what I like to call the animal shake. I don't know if you have seen this, but animals will literally shake their body in a specific way to release the stresses that they have acquired throughout the day, or to relieve certain traumas that they have had in the past. It is literally like awesome that they do this because it makes so much sense. Essentially what they are doing in the most simplest terms is they are literally shaking off like bad vibes and burdens that they are carrying on themselves for no reason. Just all these stresses and traumas that they have acquired throughout the day, they are just shaking it off. It is something that animals do, and I've seen clips of them doing it before. Maybe I can post a clip of me doing it. But yeah, they just kind of like make a noise like and I know it sounds retarded, but it actually works. It makes you feel so much better. And they kind of like jump up and down, and they are like throwing their hands, to their sides, kind of like that. And they are, yeah, like I said, just like literally like disposing of all the bad energy that they have, and it makes you feel really, really good. It makes you feel so much more happier. So try that. I would say to do it by yourself in a room though, because you do look somewhat like a idiot when you are doing it. Number 3 is to smile. Who would have thought? I'm sure there's scientific data as to why smiling increases dopamine and all that stuff, but it just makes you feel better, makes you feel happier. When you smile, that is your reaction to something that makes you happy. And so when you smile without any specific need to smile, your brain starts to associate, oh, smiling, I must be happy for some reason, because that is what I show when I am happy. So your brain makes the connection, and then you just instantly become happier. And if you think, oh, I don't feel like smiling, in How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, he actually has a tip for this. He says that if you don't feel like smiling, then hum a tune or sing a song that will make you want to smile. And so I can usually just make myself smile for no reason. But if I can't, then I will, I have this go-to hum that I sing. Do, 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 do. I don't know why it works, but it just does. And now I'm happier, so try that. Number 4 is to move your body. I can't stress how important this is. This kind of goes back to number 2 with the animal shake. But just moving your body, just stretching, just like, just like, like giving your back like a rotation or whatever, just kind of like shoulder shrugs, just any type of movement throughout the day makes you happier. Again, it's like you're releasing these negative vibes, you're getting rid of these invisible burdens off of you. It may sound stupid, but if you think about it, what do a lot of depressed people do? They don't move an inch. They don't work out. They don't do anything outside, or they're not running, they're not walking really, they're just in their bed, just sleeping, binge eating, stalking people on social media. They're not moving anything. And so you'll be really surprised at how much just doing these random movements throughout the day will make you happier. If you have a hard time just kind of moving, which you shouldn't, but if you do for some reason, then find yourself a hype song, a song that gets you in that like good mood, and just like vibing to just automatically, whether you're in public or in private, you just like vibing to it for no reason. My hype song is Rock That Body by the Black Eyed Peas. I would sing it and start dancing to it, but it's copyright issues. So I can't. But I love that song. It just gets me like, you just see how much happier I am just even thinking about it. It's like playing in my head. And I don't know, it just gets you happier. So just find yourself a hype song that gets you like this. It can be any hype song. It can be one of those weird ass songs. It can be Baby Shark, whatever makes you happy. Number 5 is to drink water. And again, a very simple thing, but it makes such a big difference in your life. There are studies showing that drinking water does increase dopamine. When you are dehydrated, your stress levels, your fatigue, mood swings are much more likely to go up, and they actually do. And so that's why a lot of people don't drink as much water as they're supposed to. That's why a lot of people are just automatically in a worse mood, because they're not hydrating their body, they're not hydrating their brain. They're automatically just more stressed just like that. So make sure you're drinking enough water. Drink 8 water bottles a day. I'm not sure how many ounces that is. I think that's above 100 ounces. So just make sure to drink that much per day, and that will make you happier. Number 6 is to take a cold shower. Taking a cold shower increases dopamine and noradrenaline. I was going to try to remember that, but there's no way I can remember that. It increases noradrenaline, which is feelings of happiness, motivation, and alertness. And so yeah, whenever you take a cold shower, it's kind of suffering and torture in a way, but you're also just a lot more like happier and goofier. At least I am. I don't know about you, but it gets me just in a better place overall. And I do feel a lot better when I take a cold shower compared to when I take a hotter shower. I just try taking cold showers more nowadays, because it makes me feel happier. And also, I think it has more benefits for your skin and stuff, and also for your mental health, obviously. But yeah, so start taking cold showers. Number 7 is to spend more time outside. And so you can do whatever you want outside, but the main point is to move your body and to get sunlight. We do not get as much vitamin D as we're supposed to, and vitamin D comes from the sun. And you can do whatever. You can go for a run, you can go for a walk, you can climb a tree. I love climbing trees. Go to a freaking playground and just like start messing around with shit. It doesn't really matter what you do, just as long as you are outside and you are moving your body. You can play basketball, you can play football, just anything to where you are moving your body. And it doesn't have to be so intense as that. Like I said, you can just go for a walk. A walk is so good for your mental health. And so that's just the point of it, just to spend more time outside. If you think about it, our ancestors would spend pretty much their whole days outside. And nowadays, I saw this in a recent study, is that nowadays we spend 90% of our time inside. You might think, oh no, that's not true. I spend more time outside than that. Walking to your car and getting inside your car and then driving to wherever you're going does not count as being outside. You are still inside of something, and you're not directly getting sunlight. You don't get the same benefits as being directly into the sunlight as sunlight going through the glass into you. It's not the same thing. You probably spend less than like 20 minutes outside on average per day. And whereas back in the day, our ancestors would spend literally all day outside. And yeah, so spend more time outside and go for a walk or something, and that will make you happier. Number 8 is to compliment a stranger. When you compliment a stranger, the part of your brain involved in processing rewards is activated. It also releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin, which is very true. Whenever I just give a compliment to a stranger, I feel so much better about myself, and also I just made someone's day at the same time. So, and again, yeah, I get the dopamine and oxytocin, and I just feel all good, Next person you see when you go outside, just give them a compliment. It can be about whatever. So yeah, just do that and you'll be happier. Number 9 is to gratitude journal. When you gratitude journal, you're releasing dopamine and serotonin. And also you're forcing your brain to actively recall good things that have happened to you. You're forcing your brain to focus on good things. And active memory recall is like one of the most powerful things that you can do, because you are literally training your brain to focus on something. It's going through your day, trying to look for the specific good things that happened to you that day. And that is such a powerful thing for you to do. It will work wonders for you. So gratitude journal, what I like to do is I like to every morning write down 3 things that I'm grateful for that happened to me the previous day. So I am going through my day from yesterday. I'm actively recalling the good things, and that will force you to focus on good things more and more. Number 10, the last thing to make you happier is to learn an instrument. Learning an instrument releases endorphins, which are feelings of pleasure, and reduces pain and stress. I said that off the top of my head, definitely no script. Learning an instrument is such a good thing for you to do. You are putting your brain to good usage by actually learning an instrument. Learning an instrument is like one of the best things you can do for your brain to become smarter. And then also, yeah, it makes you feel better as well. It makes you happier. You kind of get lost in your own world when you are learning an instrument. It is such an easy thing to do. It just makes you feel really good, and music has that type of effect on you. Science can't necessarily explain what music does to you, what it does to your soul, what it does to your brain. It just makes you feel good, and you just gotta trust the process. You don't necessarily need evidence for that. One of the easiest instruments to learn, in my opinion, is the ukulele, so I would go with that. You can also learn piano, you can learn guitar, you can learn freaking triangle if you want. I don't care. Just any instrument. Singing is an instrument as well, so you can just do that. Just anything you want, and you'll be happier. So that is the 10 things that you can start doing right now to become happier. Trust me, all of them work, so it doesn't matter which one you do. Just keep all these in mind and just implement certain ones throughout your day, and you will become a much more happier person. I promise you. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you like and subscribe and do all that shit. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year. My name is Matthew, and I will see you next time. Oh, no one. Just real quickly. Whoa, biker dude. Oh, I see his butt crack. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Bonus tip, if you want to be happier, look at someone's butt crack. No.